Assalamu alaikum, my students. Today I am going to share a beautiful poem by Mary Sidney Herbert. Oh, by Mary Sidney Herbert. I will explain line by line explanation of this poem, and in the last I will share summary of this poem. So, let's begin. Oh, what a lantern, what a lamp of light is the pure word to me, to clear my paths and guide my goings right. I swear and swear again, I of the statues will observe thee, thou justly dost ordain. Explanation of these two lines. The speaker uses metaphorical language to describe the teachings or the guidance they have received as a source of illumination in their life. They compare it to the lantern or lamp, suggesting that it brings clarity and helps them navigate their paths. To clear my paths and guide my goings right, I swear and swear again. Explanation. The speaker emphasizes the practical purpose of teachings or guidance, stating that it helps to clear their paths and direct them towards the right course of action. The repetition of swear and swear again suggests a strong commitment or dedication to following the teachings. I of the statutes will observe thee, thou justly or thou justly dost ordain. Here the speaker expresses their intention to observe or abide by the statutes, which likely refers to moral or ethical principles derived from the teachings they have received. The speaker believes that it is just or right for them to do so, implying a sense of divine or authoritative origin behind these statute, statutes, statute. By the way, concluding overall, this stanza conveys the speaker's gratitude for kindness they have received and their resolve to adhere to it, recognizing its importance in bringing clarity, righteousness, and order to their life. Let's begin stanza number 2. The heavy weights of grief oppress me sore. Lord, raise me by the word, as thou to me didst promise heretofore, and this unforced praise I for an offering bring, accept, O Lord, and show to me the ways. In these lines, the stanza provided seems to be the poetic expression of grief and a plea for divine assistance and guidance. Let's explain it line by line. The heavy weights of grief oppress me sore. This line conveys a sense of intense sadness and a burden caused by grief. The speaker feels overwhelmed by the weight of their sorrow. Lord, raise me by the word, as thou me didst promise heretofore. The speaker is addressing the Lord, asking for help and upliftment. They seek solace and strength through divine intervention. The phrase raise me by the word suggests that they believe the power of the God's words can provide comfort and lift them from their sorrow. They also reference a previous promise made by the Lord, indicating their faith in their God's ability to help them. And this unforced praise I for an offering bring accept, O Lord. Here the speaker expresses their intention to offer praise to the Lord despite their grief. They willingly bring forth this offering of praise. It could be seen as an act of gratitude and devotion, a way of acknowledging God's presence even in the midst of the sorrow. The speaker humbly asks the Lord to accept their offering and show to me their ways. In the final line, the speaker explores the Lord to reveal his ways to them. They seek divine guidance and direction in navigating their grief and finding a path forward. It reflects their desire to understand and align themselves with God's will. Conclusion. Overall, this stanza portrays a sense of deep sorrow and a plea for divine assistance, while also expressing a willingness to praise and follow the ways of the God. What if my life lay next in my hand, to every chance exposed? Should I forget? Should I forget what thou dost me command? No, no, I will not stray from the edicts throw round about enclosed with snares the wicked lay. Stanza 3. What if my life? So we are explaining this. The stanza provided seem to be poetic expression of personal dilemma or inner conflict. Here is an interpretation of its meaning. The first line, what if my life lay naked in my hand, to every chance exposed, suggests a state of vulnerability and openness. It portrays the speaker's life being completely exposed and subject to the whims of fate or unpredictable circumstances. The second line, should I forget what thou dost me command? No, no, I will not stray. Indicates indicates that despite the uncertain and exposed nature of the speaker's life, they are determined not to forget or abandon the commands or the guidance they have received from the someone or something. This could refer to a moral code, religious or spiritual beliefs, or personal principles that the speaker holds dear. The third and fourth lines from the edicts though round about enclosed with snares, the wicked lay. Further emphasizes the challenging situation the speakers find themselves. They are surrounded by traps set by malicious or deceitful individuals. The wicked, despite the dangers and temptation present, the speaker resolves to remain steadfast and faithful to commands or principles they have been given. Overall, this stanza conveys a sense of personal struggle and the determination to remain committed to one's belief or values even when they faced adversity or difficult circumstances. Let's take an example. In exam, we are very sad, and we are very sad. We don't want to talk with anyone. We are in extreme pain in exams, so we talk it with Allah Ta'ala and we say, Ya Allah, this question is very tough and I can't remember this. My concentration is very low. I want to improve it. We tell our pains, we tell our stories, we talk with our God, and God listens us. Despite very challenges, we contact with God and He listens. We are going to start our four stanza. Their testimonies are mine heritage. I have returned still, and unto them my heart delight engage. My heart which still doth bend, and only bend to do what thou dost will, and do it to the to the end. This stanza appears to be poetic expression of deep devotion and obedience to a higher power, likely likely referring to God or a spiritual figure. In the first stanza, the term testimonies here likely refers to teachings, commandments, or religious principles. The speaker considers these testimonies as their heritage, something valuable and inherited. From a spiritual source, the phrase I have written still suggests that a speaker has kept and held on to these teachings, employing a sense of continuity and commitment to their beliefs. And unto them my heart's delight engage my heart which still doth bend. The speaker expresses deep emotional connection to these testimonies or teachings, referring to them as their heart's delight. It implies that they find joy and fulfillment in aligning their heart's desires with the principles they have embraced. The phrase "my heart still doth bend" suggests a willingness to submit or yield to these teachings, indicating a sense of humility and surrender, and only bend to do what thou dost will, and do it to the end. Here the speaker declares their intention to align their action and will with the higher power they address. They express a commitment to following the divine will or teachings they have embraced. The phrase "do it to the end" indicates a determination to remain faithful and obedient, suggesting a lifelong dedication to living in accordance with these principles. Overall, the last stanza reflects the speaker's deep reverence, joy, and unwavering commitment to their spiritual beliefs and the teachings they have received. It portrays a sense of surrender, obedience, and willingness to fulfill their spiritual obligation until the end of their journey. So, we have completed this poem, and now I am going to explain summary of this poem. So here is the full summary. I hope it is clear now. I hope it is clear now. The theme of this poetry The theme of this poetry appears to be the speaker's deep reverence for the commitment to the God's words and commandments. This poem expresses a sense of awe and gratitude towards the divine guidance provided by the God's pure word. The speaker acknowledges the transformative power of God's teaching, which serves as a source of light to illuminate their path and direct their action towards righteousness. The speaker uh, emphasizes their unwavering devotion to observing God's statutes, even in the face of adversity and temptation. They acknowledge the burdens of grief and the presence of sinners led by the wicked. Yet they they affirm their determination to remain